What if I told you that the key to being incredibly persuasive wasn't some complex argument, or a mountain of data, or a super slick presentation, but just one single sentence? A sentence so powerful it makes people trust you, like, almost instantly.
It sounds a little crazy, right? Almost like a magic trick. How could a few simple words totally change the vibe in a room and just dissolve all that skepticism in a matter of seconds? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down here. How it works and who mastered it.
Okay, let's get into this. The person who absolutely perfected this technique is someone you definitely know, but maybe not for this. We all think of Warren Buffett as the ultimate numbers guy, right? A legendary investor. But the secret we're about to uncover has literally zero to do with financial spreadsheets. It's all about human psychology.
All right, this is the moment. What exactly are these magic words? What is this billion-dollar sentence that created such an unbelievably strong connection with people?
So I want you to picture this. Buffett is writing a letter to his shareholders. These are people who have put their financial futures in his hands. He absolutely has to keep their trust, especially when things are uncertain. But instead of leading with performance charts or market analysis, he goes a completely different route. He leads with this.
There it is. I will tell you what I would say to my family today. Just take a second and let that sink in. It's so simple, it's personal, and it's incredibly disarming. But why is it so ridiculously effective?
Well, the power behind that sentence isn't some happy accident. It's actually rooted in a really core concept from social psychology, and it's called the unity principle.
So this principle taps into our most basic human wiring. I mean, think about it. From an evolutionary perspective, who did you trust? The people in your immediate tribe, your family. It was a survival mechanism. And this is just the modern-day version of that. When someone signals, hey, I'm on your team, our defenses they naturally come down. It's a mental shortcut that tells our brain, this person is safe, and that makes us way more open to what they have to say.
And this, right here, is where the absolute genius of Buffett's sentence comes into play. It works like a kind of psychological magic trick, instantly changing the way people see him.
With that one single line, he stops being some distant CEO talking to a faceless shareholder and becomes a trusted family member giving you advice at the kitchen table. The entire relationship gets a new frame. And who do we trust more than family? That simple sentence just bypasses all our natural skepticism and goes straight for the heart.
Now, this is all really fascinating stuff, but the real value here is in how you can put it to work. Seriously, this isn't just for billionaires writing letters. This is a tool for every single one of us. So let's make it practical. It's your turn.
This really shows the difference perfectly. On the one hand, you've got the standard approach, based on my expertise. And sure, it's authoritative, but it also creates distance, right? It sets up a hierarchy. Now, look at the Buffett way. If you were my brother, this is what I would tell you. You feel the difference? The first one talks to your head, but the second one? That one speaks directly to the heart. It's about being on the same team, not being the boss.
You can really think of it as a simple three-step recipe. First, you state that shared identity. You bring up that family or tribe connection. Second, you give your advice or your message. And step three? Well, that pretty much happens automatically. You build this foundation of trust that just wasn't there a second before. It's a repeatable key for much, much better communication.
So let's end with this question, because this principle goes way beyond business. Think about a tricky negotiation you have coming up at work, or giving really important advice to a friend, or shoot, even just dealing with a frustrating customer service call. What conversation in your life could be completely transformed, maybe even this week, if you stopped seeing the other person as an opponent or a stranger, and instead just decided to treat them like family? It's a pretty powerful idea to take with you.